What up, humans? Kurumi here, and welcome to our tips, tricks, and guide video. In this video, we are going to show you tips and tricks for Tigreal. If you have watched our boot camp for Tigreal, you will be seeing exactly the same contents for this tips, tricks, and guide video. This tips, tricks, and guide video is for those who are intimidated on watching long videos. But if you guys are interested on watching the complete guide, just search for Toym Traveller Boot Camp Tigreal on the search bar. Anyway, let's proceed. Set first skill to max level first. Prioritizing this makes the damage higher and the cooldown lower. That means you can cast this again to slow down enemies again. Prioritize second skill less since your first skill is what you need to slow down and hurt enemies. Always upgrade his ultimate skill when available for upgrading. Tigreal's passive skill is what you need to receive less damage, with the ability to ignore the damage from a basic attack when you have 4 stacks. This will give you less damage received. As we have tested, this passive also works against jungle monsters and turrets. This is good especially when diving in turrets. Now, I wonder if his passive really blocks basic attacks only. Let's go experiment with it. Again, we have our one and only lab rat, Rakuten, to demonstrate with us the power of Tigreal's passive. First, let's try if this will block even skills. Rakuten will be using Eudora. Let's see if we can block Eudora's ultimate skill. Well, as expected, it wasn't blocked because it's not a basic attack. Now, how about we test it against attacks that has extra effects? By extra effects, we mean additional effects from items like Demon Hunter's Sword, Feather of Heaven, or Endless Battle. With these items, the basic attack of Raki will have extra damage along his basic attacks. Let's try to be hit when he activated the passive of Endless Battle. As you can see, we absorbed his basic attack damage, but the passive effect of the Endless Battle still took effect. How about the passive effect of Demon Hunter's Sword? As you can see, the same happened. Therefore, this passive skill only blocks basic attacks. Tigreal's first skill is what you need to slow down enemies, with the ability to release a wave that can damage and slow down enemies. This is really helpful especially in ganking enemy heroes. This skill has a low cooldown, so better abuse it in team fights because this skill deals decent damage. Tigreal's second skill is what you need to hug enemies and knock them up. With the ability to push enemies towards the specified direction, you can have enemies either pushed towards or away from your teammates. Pushing the enemies towards your team can help them focus more on that enemy, giving the target a little to no survival rate at all. Pushing the enemies away from your team will let them escape death, while sacrificing your precious life. That's what we always do. We sacrifice ourselves for the sake of the ones we love. Knocking up the enemies will also delay their chase or escape. So basically, enemies will be delayed for more than 1 to 2 seconds with this skill. Well anyway, even if the enemies are behind you when you use your second skill, they will still be pushed towards your direction. Just make sure to execute it properly by being close to the target. And do your best not to miss that person you love, because missing that person will lead to loneliness. Charging towards nobody and being alone forever. You can also use this to dash away from death. Unfortunately, the skill can't make him pass through walls. Tigreal's ultimate skill is what you need to initiate a group hug with the enemies nearby. With the ability to pull the enemies towards the center of the area of effect, this will give ample time to your team to burst their skills towards them. His ultimate skill is one of the most efficient crowd control among tank heroes. Just imagine that you can just flicker in and use your ultimate. How wonderful would it be to initiate a friendly group hug with the enemies, and use your second skill to push them towards their demise? Tigreal is really a hugger. By the way, this skill can be cancelled by stun, airborne, and transformation effects. Take a look when Eudora stuns me. My casting was cancelled. But the good thing is I can use my ultimate skill again as soon as the stun is gone. For immobilize effects, I can still continue casting my skill. Once more, we have our one and only lab rat, Rakuten, to demonstrate with us Tigreal's ultimate skill. First, let's try if the push from his second skill will cancel channeling skills. We have Rakuten as Odette because he wants to be a pretty swan princess this time. Take a look when we push Rakuten. Well, that cancelled her ultimate skill. How about when we try to knock her up? Well, obviously that cancelled her ultimate skill as well. Now, how about with Tigreal's ultimate skill? Will the pull cancel her ultimate, or will we need to wait for the stun before we can cancel her ultimate skill? As you can see, her ultimate skill got cancelled only when stunned. So basically, all you have to do is either push or knock them up with your second skill, or use your ultimate skill stun to hit the enemy to cancel their channeling skills. But we have noticed an unusual case. We tried the second ultimate skill against Gord's ultimate skill. Take a look when we try pushing Gord. That didn't cancel his ultimate. Now take a look when we try knocking him up. Well, that cancelled his ultimate, which is good. But now, let's see with our ultimate skill. As you may have noticed, after pulling and stunning Gord, he is still on the roll with his ultimate skill. I don't know what's happening in the world anymore, but Tigreal's ultimate skill can't cancel Gord's ultimate. Or was our experiment just hijacked by bugs? We will never know now. In terms of his combo, we follow a simple combo for Tigreal. First, use Conceal from the Shadow Mask to be 90% invisible from the naked eye. Then, walk towards the point where most enemies are nearby. If you aren't using Shadow Mask or got your cover blown, you can use Flicker to instantly get yourself nearby the targets. Then, use your ultimate skill to initiate a group hug with the enemies. Then, use your second skill either towards your team or away from your team. You should assess on what to do here. It would be a disaster if you push them towards your dying team, right? Then, use second skill again to knock the enemies up. But on this clip, we horribly died. Then, use your remaining skills and deal basic attacks. But on this scenario, we opt to be the punching bag to protect our marksman. If we chose to run that time, they could have focused on killing Leslie. It's really your duty as a tank to protect and tank for your team. Sacrifice is inevitable. Additional tip, again, we suggest you to never be toxic this 2020. No matter how toxic or bad your teammates are, please don't be toxic. Don't be like this guy who goes toxic as if he is doing really good. Always cheer up your team instead to boost their morale, okay? The report button is created for humans like these. Use it well and wisely. Don't use the report button if you just want to troll, okay? Also, you can use this thingy in combo with your ultimate skill. This is just in case you are in the jungle and this thingy is available. The tips I mentioned are just some of the ways you can use Tigreal. This video just guides you on how to use Tigreal the Kurumi way. We would like to thank our Wakandian brother, Rakuten, for being our lab rat for this boot camp. You can search for him in-game and tell him how much you appreciate him, willing to sacrifice his pride and honor just to be a test subject. He loves receiving chocolate agates and some Angela dolls or just even likes. By the way, he will be creating his Facebook page soon, so stay tuned as we will be announcing it on our community tab. So, once again, this is Kurumi and that's how you use Tigreal. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like and share this video. Also subscribe to our channel for more contents by clicking on the subscribe button below. For our skin giveaway events, check out the community tab for the giveaway post. We have our coffee account just in case you want to donate us some coffee funds. Check our coffee link on the description of this video. Please, only trust boot camp videos from our official accounts. See you on the next Mobile Legends boot camp. Cheers.